To find the current limit for reptilian scale, we look to the green anaconda. The heaviest snake alive today, it tops out at 250 pounds. For a familiar metric, consider the standard American school bus. It measures 40 feet long. When we align those benchmarks with Titanoboa cerriginensis, the scale is difficult to process. It reached 42 feet in length and weighed 2,500 pounds, 10 times the mass of the largest snakes in the modern world. Biological evidence suggests that under current planetary conditions, a snake of this size simply cannot function. The evidence for this giant was found in northeastern Colombia, within the massive exposures of the Cerrejón open-pit coal mine. Today, this region is a dry, arid environment, but rock layers stripped away by mining equipment contain the remains of a vast prehistoric wetland. Snakes don't grow larger by adding more vertebrae to their spine. Instead, they achieve massive size by increasing the dimensions of each individual bone. This scaling is visible in the fossils. A vertebra from a modern record-holding anaconda is roughly 5 centimeters wide. In Titanoboa, that same bone measures 12 centimeters. This poses a problem of metabolism. Snakes are poikiotherms with no internal heater. They rely entirely on ambient heat to power their muscles and digestion. In today's cooler tropical temperatures, a 2,500-pound snake wouldn't be able to absorb enough external heat to fuel a body of that mass. For these fossils to exist, the Paleocene environment had to be operating at a much higher thermal baseline. 60 million years ago, the neotropics were a hyperthermal greenhouse, sustained by atmospheric CO2 levels significantly higher than those of the modern era. This chart shows the temperature threshold for survival. To maintain its metabolic rate, mean annual temperature had to stay between 30 and 34 degrees Celsius. This extreme heat raised the metabolic ceiling for cold-blooded life, allowing reptiles to reach sizes impossible in cooler climates. It was a sweltering, waterlogged rainforest, an environment that received over 150 inches of rain every year. But even with the metabolic fuel of a hotter planet, the snake still had to face the mechanical reality of its own weight. On land, gravity is a constant tax. A snake with a 1-meter diameter would exert enough pressure to potentially collapse its own lungs and obstruct its blood flow. Titanoboa's skeleton adapted to this load with robust ribs and T-shaped neural arches. These provided massive surface area for abaxial muscles. The muscles acted as a tensile cage, tensioning the body to maintain its cylindrical shape and protect internal organs from crushing. Moving on land was energy-intensive, forcing a semi-aquatic lifestyle. In water, buoyancy neutralized its massive weight, allowing it to move with far less effort. This turned Titanoboa into an ambush predator that used the murky depths of the river systems for concealment. Its skull fragments reveal a specialized diet. It had highly numerous, hooked teeth, ideal for gripping large fish and small crocodiles, like the 6-foot Cerriginensis. Titanoboa was a specialized result of its environment, possessing a body plan shaped by the specific constraints of a hot, waterlogged world. Following the extinction of the dinosaurs, Titanoboa moved into the vacant role of the tropics' dominant predator, but its reign was tied to the specific climate conditions of the Paleocene. Over millions of years, the Earth began a long cooling trend. As temperatures dropped, the metabolic window for such extreme gigantism closed, and poikilotherms were forced to downsize. Because of this, Titanoboa serves as a biological proxy. By measuring the snake's bones, scientists can calculate the temperature of the prehistoric equator with surprising precision. Titanoboa remains a reminder that the maximum dimensions of life are bound to the Earth's thermostat.